Hello and welcome to another week of Behind the Bison here on Bison 1660. Thanks to WestFargoEvents.com. It's Chris Hansen along with the voice of the Bison, Jeff Culhane. And Jeff, welcome to another home game. Seems like it's been, 6 months since our last home game. That first game against Youngstown seems like it was forever ago. I mean, we had the end of the streak the last week, then another road game last week, and now back home against Illinois State and the Redbirds. Just one note on last week's game at Missouri State. NDSU looked great. First half, everything seemed to be clicking, offensive and defensive. And then the second half, really not much happening. Are people putting too much into nothing happened in the second half last week?
Well, I think the offense would have liked to have carried over the big play at the end of the first half on the 81-yard touchdown pass from Zeb Nolan to Braylon Henderson and done something with it, right?
Yeah.
Carry over that momentum, get a touchdown on the first drive or second drive, and I think after that, you feel pretty good. I mean, if it would have been 32-0, I think everybody looks at the score and goes, okay, Bison got it done.
Feels different.
Yeah, no doubt. And so I think that's the one thing. And I think Tyler Roll and that offensive group, I would imagine that's a goal this week. The last 2 weeks we've had the Hail Mary and the big play, but we didn't get anything out of it from a momentum standpoint to start the third quarter. So I think that's the next step for this offensive group. Defense and special teams, awesome all day at Missouri State.
Yeah. All right, so Illinois State, they've had 2 games so far this year. They're 0-2. Now, they have lost to a couple pretty good teams, but the thing for them has been their turnovers. 8 turnovers in 2 games. You just can't do that. And the quarterback is responsible for a lot of those.
Yeah, Bryce Jefferson, he's the guy we saw in the quarterfinals of 2019 in that 9-3 game, which was a defensive just slugfest that day. I believe 7 in the game against USD they had. That's not going to help.
No.
That's not going to work out,
you
right?
You just can't do that.
And so they're trying to figure some things out. You lose James Robinson, who we all saw in the fall with the Jaguars have an unbelievable season. They're trying to replace that piece of production. It's a pretty big piece. So offensively, they're trying to work through some things at scoring only 15 points per game right now. On the defensive side, they're pretty good. I mean, Brock Spack knows what he's doing. Great defensive mind. I would imagine they're going to bring a lot of pressure on Zeb Nolan to try and slow down the NDSU offense on Saturday.
And the one quick point here, too, is that you don't want to overlook this game. You got a team that's coming in 0-2. There could be a very big game next weekend. You got to take care of business this weekend.
Talking to Matt Entz on his radio show Wednesday night, I think there are a lot of similarities with the Southern Illinois game with Illinois State because they're 0-2 in this reduced season with a reduced bracket. They lose this game, odds are they have no postseason chances. So that cornered animal mentality that Matt Entz talked about with Southern Illinois, he's bringing that up to his guys this week, and they've got the message so far, I can tell you that.
Right. Kickoff 2:30 again Saturday at the Fargo Dome on Gate City Bank Field. Thanks so much for watching Behind the Bison, brought to you by WestFargoEvents.com.